I will say this, and Michael Rappaport joining us. I Am Rappaport podcast, stereo podcast on iTunes. Crazy Michael. I say that with great respect and admiration, but you're an artiste, you're a producer, you're a talent, you're a comedian, you see the world. You're like my wife. The arguments are good, but she's an artist, she's a creative type, and I am more structured and dependable. You're all over the map, but I love you for that.
Thank you.
I do. I am deeply bothered by Russell Westbrook's inconsistency and wild showmanship. You, I would imagine, love it as an artist because he spills a lot of paint, and you love Westbrook. Can you acknowledge now, even he admits, Paul George, it's his team.
Colin?
Yeah.
I was working out on Monday.
You were?
It was in the hills.
I mean, working out.
Running, jogging, push-ups, burpees, these sorts of things.
Okay, burpees.
Listening to you on my headphones, and I wanted to run off the mountain and run over here live, okay, and stop you for what you said about Russell Westbrook. Yes, I like the artistry of what Russell Westbrook, because one of the things that makes him so great, whether you love him or not love him, it is a artistic expression. For somebody to play that hard, no matter what, night after night, that has nothing to do with talent. That's an inner thing. It's an Allen Iverson thing. So we can say Russell Westbrook this, Russell Westbrook that. He may not be the best this, he may not be the best that. But one of the things he does do that is the best is how hard he plays. That being said, Monday morning, when in my workout, my meditative
during your burpees.
Doing my burpees. And you probably say, why during your private time in your meditative state would you be listening to me? That's my own sickness. Okay? You said on this show, and I quote, Russell Westbrook is a shell of himself. And then you went on to talk about how he passed up shots during the NBA All-Star game.
Yeah.
That in itself shows me that maybe you got a little sun poisoning over the weekend. Maybe you've gone a little nuts. Maybe your artistic nature is getting the best of you, and you've lost a step, Colin. Because, first of all, for you to analyze any player during an All-Star game shows there's not a lot of sports going on. But the fact that the man, you've been berating this gentleman for years, the fact that you can call a guy averaging a triple-double for the third straight season. And I've been on this couch.
Yeah. Yes.
Smells nice over here.
Yeah.
And I have said that these stats are a little bit different. Sometimes he pads his stats. But the fact of the matter is, 3 straight years, he's averaging 21, 11, and 11. 11 and 11 in assists and rebounds are more in both categories. He's averaging 4 less points than he did last year.
Yeah.
You said, be a better teammate. Be a better teammate.
Yes.
He's a better teammate. And what do? You call the guy a shell of himself.
He is, I will say.
You called the man a shell. You said, be a better teammate. Possible MVP. And now, all of a sudden, after you righted him, judged him, humiliated him, shamed him, interrupted people's workouts.
Burpees. Yeah.
Now he's a shell of himself. Colin?
What?
Not fair.
Okay, so yesterday on the show.
Can I do burpees while you go?
Do one.
No, just go ahead.
I did say on yesterday's show, he is a better teammate, but he's a better teammate because he knows his shot's broken. And Russell, knowing that I'm shooting 65% from the line, he is now relinquishing the ball late. It's not because he's altruistic. It's because he knows, I'm not the same guy. I'm messed up. He's not Markelle Fultz messed up, but you don't go 82% free throw to 64 as a guard. If you were a center, you get banged up, it's a wrist issue. No, his shot is broken.
His free throw.
Well, he's never been great at. He was always a great free throw shooter. He's now a poor free throw shooter.
Yes.
That's mental. So I don't think it's altruistic. It would be like, let's say, for instance.
But that doesn't mean a shell of yourself because he's in a poor. That a shell of himself as a free throw shooter, yes. But a shell of himself as a player. That's what you said. That's what interrupted my workout. 2
years ago, OKC, 3 years ago, chose Westbrook over KD. Now, they'll say we didn't choose it, but they babied and enabled him. They're not even close now. They don't even look like the same. Kevin Durant is playing at a different level than even LeBron. Westbrook's 1 for 8 on threes in All-Star games. He can't shoot.
All-Star games? No. What are we talking about? All-Star games? Wait, Allen Iverson, the great Allen Iverson, said practice, and I say All-Star games? I'm on the herd with Joy and Colin. Are we talking about all-star games?
Okay, let me ask you this, though. If I got Leonard, let's say I lost my voice. Like, let's say my voice is shooting for Russell Westbrook. And I lost my voice. My voice was going, and I was losing energy. Let's say I was getting very old. That'll never happen. And I let Joy do 50% of the talking. Would it be because altruistic or be because I just can't do it anymore? Westbrook can't shoot, therefore now he's such a great passer. No, he knows guys like me crush him, so he wants to at least get triple-doubles, so the narrative is, God, he's setting a record on triple-doubles, which are mostly meaningless, don't really, I mean, come on, you're not into that kind of stat
But
stuff.
I mean, a triple-double is literally 10 passes, right? 10 assists.
10 assists, 10 rebounds.
10 assists.
Who cares how many rebounds a guard gets?
But I mean, he has been great at passing.
A lot of fluff to those numbers.
He's a reluctant passer. Listen, I've been frustrated with Russell Westbrook, but for you to say shell of himself.
Well, what is he then? What's the word I should use? He's not as good as he was a year ago.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. He's still tenacious. He's still full tilt. He still plays hard as crap. He's averaging a triple-double. And I'll tell you something. If the Lakers somehow get into the playoffs, and if they somehow get into the seventh spot, and OKC continues and everybody stays healthy,
OKC would roll them.
They'll have a better. They're going to get beaten worse by OKC than they would by Golden State in the first round, because I think that LeBron might, do a heist like he did last year, win one game. OKC, they're going to be like, yo.
I just picked him to get to the Western Conference Finals. You guys think people in Oklahoma think I don't like him. It's like, do I like the Sooners? Yeah. Do I like Lincoln Riley? Yeah. Did I like Johnny Bench? Yeah. Do I love Paul? I said Paul George should be MVP. It's not like I don't like him. Everybody's waving a pom-pom for Westbrook. Somebody is out here has got to go, hey, he can't shoot.
But he's never been a great shooter.
Now he's terrible.
But like at one point now, I'm not saying now, but at one point, Derrick Rose was a shell of himself. He's reinvented himself.
And I said that, and I never liked Derrick Rose.
Okay, but you're talking about like Russell Westbrook is at where Derrick Rose was when he was really struggling.
Westbrook's better than Derrick Rose ever thought of being.
But you're saying that word shell of himself is like a guy who's done.
If I lose my voice,
triple-double.
If I'm a shell of myself.
Yes, but you haven't lost. Russell, if you let me tell you something, Colin. If you lose your voice and you're averaging a triple-double, you should wake up and thank your lucky stars.
You should see my ratings are a quadruple-double.
I like that.
I could go down to a triple-double.
And you know what? Your ratings are fantastic. And I just want to say something. Maybe it has something to do with some of the great guests you pick. I'm here. I'm here right now.
How about this one? This is a real one. Hey, Sammy, throw up the standings again. I used to live in Vegas, but I do believe everybody's got bias. We're all human.
Yes.
The only place that's really without bias is Vegas.
Yes.
They don't care. Vegas is like, we want to win money. So, you can say this host is liberal, this is conservative, I've got bias. I'm a social liberal. So I tell people, I'm a fiscal moderate to conservative, I'm a social liberal. It even shapes my sports opinions, okay? Financially, I tend to be about organization, not star player. Handful of exceptions. But if you look at the Western Conference right now, the Lakers are 3 games out. They got to get past the Kings. I think you can make a real argument. They do match up with some of the Western teams. I'm not sure they're getting in.
I agree. This guy Pelinka, maybe he's putting too much hair gel. Maybe he needs a natural hair gel because he's always got the hair. He's got
very
good hair.
Handsome.
He's talking about he's confident. You ain't confident.
I don't think you can be. Here's the other thing, Michael. If
there's no identity on that team,
think about this. You're a podcast, a comedian, a producer. You're a creative.
Multi-talented.
You're multi-talented, and you know this in Hollywood.
Yes.
As you age as an actor, you can have a bomb.
Yes.
Marlon Brando had him. Tom Hanks had the Larry Crown. What was that? Hanks had a terminal.
Yes.
He had terminal. An old actor can have a bomb, but if you have 2, ask Kevin Costner in a row, they stop calling. And you got to take roles that aren't ideal. Hanks has had a couple of bombs. He always follows with a home run. LeBron doesn't make the playoffs this year. And Anthony Davis does not come to the Lakers. To me, it's the aging actor. It's a tipping point.
I agree.
People are just saying, well, I had just Sam Amick on, good reporter. He's like, I think he's not going to go to L.A. I think we're watching the end. Outside of Brady, these things happen. We just saw Favre. We had Peyton. We're watching Big Ben. I think if they don't make the playoffs, and I think it's a coin flip.
It's a coin flip.
How do we view LeBron if AD doesn't arrive and they don't make the playoffs? How do you view him?
Well, then we view him as this is the beginning of the end. And let me say this. I'm hard on LeBron, but I don't wish injuries on any player in any sport. Be clear on that. Listen, they don't make the playoffs. I came on this couch in the beginning of the season, and I said I thought they were going to make it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
They don't make the playoffs, and this injury, and he's starting. I think he's already planning for failure. He said a quote before the All-Star break. I don't have to achieve anything else. I'm not chasing anything else in basketball. Okay, you get injured. You're producing TV shows, movies. Now you're Quincy Jones. You're producing a music record. He always said more than an athlete. God bless you. He can compartmentalize.
Yeah.
When he gets on a court, he's going to go full tilt. But your body does what the body does, and that one injury gets to another injury. I think that LeBron James will not play through his entire Laker contract. I think LeBron James will wind up retiring early.
Think about this, Joy and Michael. This could all happen in like a 4-month stretch. He's hurt, he misses the playoffs, and he doesn't land AD. If those three things happen...
He ain't coming here in the summer.
I'm just telling you, for the aging actor, you have a second bomb. You lose out to a young star, Ryan Gosling, in a movie you thought you had. You start the domino effect. We could go from injury, no playoffs, misses AD. I'm telling you, we have reached a complete tipping point. You're smiling at me. I don't think we're already at one.
I'm smiling because it's LeBron James, and that's not an option for the sports gods to allow us to have the NBA playoffs without him.
You know what, Joy?
It's going to happen.
We have to get used to it because just like Jordan, just like Kobe, just like in all sports, if he didn't make the playoffs this year, and I think that they will. If I had to bet money, I think that they will make the playoffs. But if he didn't, good. You know why? Because like last year, Kyrie wasn't with the Celtics. We learned all about these great Celtics players, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Terry Rozier. We're going to have to, at some point, whether you're a LeBron fan or a LeBron hater, we're going to have to get ready for the end of this era. And there's the Giannis's, there's the Tatums, there's the Philly guys, there's the Toronto guys, there's the Donovan Mitchells, there's the Aaron Gordons, whoever you're into, there's the Knicks guys. We're going to have to get ready for the NBA without him. And this is a little litmus test. I do think they're going to make the playoffs. They're getting bumped. And you know what's going to happen when they get bumped?
What?
I'm going to come on this show with my broom because it ain't going to be pretty. I'm going to have that broom out. And I'm going to sweep up. I'm going to go right down to the Staples, and I'm going to start sweeping.
Well, in between your burpees.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Colin. I was really upset about that. Really upset.
I know, I can tell you're getting very emotional right now. All right, it's been nice having you. I gave you 14 minutes or something. That's a lot on this show.
And I liked when you called me crazy Michael Rappaport. I'm like the guy at 7-Eleven who you're trying to avoid. But I got you. I got you.
Really? Is that what you've become? You've been reduced to the crazy guy at 7-Eleven?
When you say crazy Michael Rappaport, first I'm like, oh, that. And then I'm like, no, I like that.
The guy that buys antifreeze and actually thinks it's a beverage.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I've been behind the line at 7-Eleven with that guy.
Yeah, I'll see you at the deli later. I'll be there.
Michael Rappaport, Joy Taylor with the news.
No.